If you've tried to quit smoking, you know how hard it is. You set a quit date, you throw away your cigarettes, you promise yourself this is it, and then days or weeks later, you're smoking again. And you feel terrible about it. You think, why can't I just stop? Why is this so hard? And what's wrong with me? But here's the truth, nothing is wrong with you. Quitting smoking is not that easy, and there's a specific reasons why. In the next minutes, I'm going to break down exactly what makes quitting so hard. And once you understand these obstacles, you can actually overcome them. So let's get into it. The first reason quitting is so hard is obvious. Nicotine is addictive, like really addictive. When you smoke regularly, nicotine changes your brain. It creates more receptors that need nicotine to feel normal. This is physical dependency. When you stop smoking, your body goes into withdrawal. You feel anxious, irritable, restless, and foggy. You can't sleep well. You might get headaches. Your body is literally screaming for nicotine. And here's what makes it so hard. These feelings are physical, not just mental. You can't just think your way out of them. Your body is actually going through chemical changes. This is why willpower alone doesn't work. You're not just fighting a bad habit, you're fighting your own biology. The good news is physical withdrawal only lasts a few days to a few weeks. It's intense, but it's temporary. The bad news is there are other layers that makes quitting even harder than just the physical part. Because even after the nicotine is out of your system, even after the physical withdrawal is over, people still struggle. Why? Because of the next few reasons. The second reason quitting is so hard is that smoking is tied to everything in your life. You don't just smoke randomly. You smoke in specific situations. After you eat, with your coffee, when you drive, when you're on the phone, when you're stressed, when you're celebrating, when you're bored. These are triggers. And you've trained your brain to automatically want a cigarette in these situations. Think about it like this. If you smoked after every meal for 10 years, that's thousands of times you've connected finishing a meal with smoke a cigarette. Your brain has created a super highway between these two things. So when you quit, you still finish meals, you still drink coffee, you still get in your car, and every single time your brain says, we always smoke now, where's the cigarette? This is habit. And habits are incredibly powerful. They run on autopilot. You don't even think about them. Breaking one habit is hard, but smoking isn't just one habit. It's dozens of habits all connected to different parts of your day. You have to relearn how to do everything without cigarettes, how to finish a meal without smoking, how to deal with stress without smoking, how to socialize without smoking. You're not just quitting smoking, you're rebuilding your entire daily routine, and that's exhausting. The third reason quitting is so hard is that smoking has become your way of dealing with emotions. When you're stressed, you smoke. When you're anxious, you smoke. When you're angry, you smoke. When you're sad, you smoke. Even when you're happy and celebrating, you smoke. Cigarettes have become your emotional crutch, your way of handling life. And the scary part about quitting is that life doesn't stop. You still get stressed, problems still happen, emotions still come up, but now you don't have your usual way of dealing with them. It's like someone took away your support and said, figure it out. This is why so many people relapse during stressful times, not because they're weak, but because they haven't learned new ways to cope with emotions. You need something to replace what smoking was doing for you emotionally. You need new tools, new strategies, new ways to process stress and feelings. Without these, you're just white knuckling through life, feeling like something is missing, and that's miserable. Eventually, you crack and go back to smoking. This is why quitting isn't just about about stopping cigarettes. It's about learning how to handle life without them, and that takes time and practice. The fourth reason quitting is so hard, and this is a big one, is what you believe about cigarettes. Deep down, you probably believe that cigarettes help you, that they give you something valuable. You believe they help you relax, that they help you focus, that they make socializing easier, that they give you a break from stress. And as long as you believe this, quitting feels like a loss, like you're giving up something important. This is the mental trap. Your conscious mind knows smoking is bad, but your subconscious mind still thinks it's helping you. So you're constantly divided. Part of you wants to quit. Part of you doesn't want to lose what you think cigarettes give you. This internal conflict is exhausting, and usually the subconscious wins because it's more powerful. Think about it. If you truly believed cigarettes did absolutely nothing for you except make you addicted and sick, would quitting be hard? Not really. You'd just stop. But you don't believe that yet. You still think you're sacrificing something. That's why people who successfully quit often say, I just stopped wanting them. They changed their belief system. They stopped seeing cigarettes as helpful and started seeing them as a trap. Until that shift happens, quitting will always feel like deprivation, and nobody can stay in a state of deprivation forever. The fifth reason quitting is hard is the social aspect. If your friends smoke, if your partner smokes, if people at work smoke, you're constantly around it. You're trying to quit, and then you see someone light up, you smell it, you watch them take the break, have that moment of relief, and your brain says, I want that. It's like trying to diet when everyone around you is eating pizza. It's hard to resist when it's right in front of you. And there's also the social identity part. Maybe you've been the smoker in your group for years. Smoking is part of how you socialize, how you connect with certain people. When you quit, you might feel left out. Everyone goes outside to smoke and you're inside alone. Or you go outside with them but you're not smoking, so you feel awkward. Some people are afraid of losing friendships or changing their social dynamic by quitting. And then there is the opposite problem, judgment from non smokers. People who've never smoked don't understand how hard it is. They say, just quit. Like it's simple. This makes you feel judged and misunderstood, which is stressful, which makes you want to smoke. So you're dealing with temptation from smokers and judgment from non smokers, so it's hard to win. Look, quitting is hard for all these reasons, but it's not impossible. When you understand what you're actually dealing with, when you have the right tools and support, you can overcome each of these obstacles. That's what my 14-day program does. We address the physical withdrawal, we break the habits and triggers, we build new emotional coping skills, we shift your belief system, and we prepare you for social situations. So if you're ready to quit with real support that addresses all of this, book a free call with me. The link is in the description, and let's make this your last quit attempt. Here's one more reason quitting is hard that people don't talk about enough: the fear of failing again. If you've tried to quit before and gone back to smoking, there's part of you that's scared to try again. Because what if you fail again? Every failed attempt makes you doubt yourself more. You start thinking, maybe I just can't do it. Maybe I'm not strong enough. Maybe I'm one of those people who will never quit. This fear is paralyzing. It keeps you from even trying. Or when you do try, you're already half expecting to fail, which makes it more likely to happen. But here's what you need to understand: every attempt is practice. You're not failing, you're learning what doesn't work for you. The people who successfully quit aren't the ones who did it perfectly on the first try. They're the ones who kept trying different approaches until they found what worked. Quitting is hard, but that doesn't mean that you can't do it. It just means you need the right approach. So now you know why quitting is so difficult. Physical addiction, habits and triggers, emotional dependence, false beliefs about smoking, social pressure, and fear of failure. These are real obstacles, but they're all things you can overcome with the right strategy. So click the link in the description, book your call, and let's tackle these obstacles together. Subscribe for more real talk about quitting smoking. Thanks for watching. You've got this.